Welcome back to Body and Mind. A widespread problem among the masses and a big beauty concern among women. Pigmentation. Now, although not a life-threatening condition, the embarrassment of dark spots and uneven skin tone can put a dent on your confidence. So to tell us about how to make pigmentation a thing of the past, I'm joined by the beauty expert from VLCC, Monique. Monique, thank you so much for joining me again.
Thank you.
Now, I've read somewhere that there are over 150 genes that determine your skin color directly or indirectly. But what really causes pigmentation and uneven skin tone?
Pigmentation is caused by melanin in the skin. So you can either have an overproduction of melanin, which will make it darker, or it will be under hypopigmentation, which will be lighter. So depending on the individual and their genetics, you will have that difference in skin tone.
Okay. Pigmentation is one that's suffered by a lot of people, in some degree or the other. Is it something that can be cured?
Curing, I would not say, but definitely it can be improved by a lot. We have a lot of different treatments that can improve that by actually controlling the amount of pigment being produced in the skin.
So what are some of the treatments you offer for pigmentation?
One that we have that's very popular is called Melano White, and this treatment is also facial, very non-invasive, very relaxing treatment, and this will also keep controlling the production of melanin in the skin. But definitely for pigmentation you need to maintain, because it's always something that will be produced in the skin. It never stops. So you either have it or you don't. So you need to find a way that you can actually control that in the long term.
So how often does one have to come for this facial?
You can do this facial once in 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
You can do it up to 5 or 6 treatments.
All right. And is this suitable for all skin types?
All skin types can do it, definitely. But it also depends on the degree of pigmentation, what type of treatment you're going to do. If it's very bad pigmentation or very dark pigmentation, we would recommend maybe something a bit stronger. We have other options available as well.
What are the things that primarily cause dark spots and pigmentation on the skin?
We have many different things like the sun, like hormonal factors, like pregnancy even, which can cause hormones to overproduce or stimulate the melanin in the skin.
So what is the duration of the treatment and what are the different steps involved?
So duration is 1.5 hours. The steps, we start with peeling the skin, exfoliating the skin, and then we apply also different products, ampules and masks, which will help to control and inhibit the production of the melanin. So it will help to peel away excess melanin in a very gentle way, and then start inhibiting and controlling the production of that extra melanin.
And although pigmentation is an issue which is faced by a lot of people, there are some people who have been lucky enough to not have it. So what are some of the preventative measures to make sure that it doesn't happen?
Okay, so definitely we can stay out of the sun.
Or in moderation.
Yes, that's definitely a very big cause of aging and pigmentation. But there's so many things we can do with treatments, with just making sure that you look after your skin better, which will help prevent that. And this treatment generally is also for people that don't have too much pigmentation, but they can also brighten and lighten the skin if it's just a few, maybe post-acne scarring or things like that. That can also help to even out the skin tone.
Although not a condition that you can eradicate 100%, but still there are options where you can reduce it, and of course by making slight changes to your lifestyle as well. Monique, thank you so much for joining me, and it was an absolute pleasure. Great tips.
Thank you.
Every day we learn something new, and I'm sure today we've picked up quite a few tips on how to overcome pigmentation. Join me again next week for more tips on how to keep the body and mind in a healthy state. Until then, sayonara.